Good morning, Cardenas RJ, back with another video. Let's get to it. I'm going to have a bit of a theme here today. Theme's going to be postage stamps, specifically U.S. postage stamps. So my Mike Schmidt item of the day, got two cards I've shown off before from 2010 Panini Century Collection. It is a nice Mike Schmidt relic card here. With the 1939 Centennial of Baseball commemorative. Again, the rumor was baseball was invented in 1939 by Abner Doubleday up in Cooperstown, New York. So in 1939, they came out with a stamp. This here card is numbered 20 out of 25. And then here, the 1969 Professional Baseball Stamp Centennial, because the 1869 Cincinnati Reds were the first openly professional baseball team back in the day. So this is the Centennial of Professional Baseball. Another nice Mike Schmidt one. This one's still sealed by Panini. Has an auto to it. And this was numbered 14 out of 20. Two nice little Mike Schmidt postage stamp things that I have there. My random baseball item of the day. I have here a collection of first day covers, home run, 500 home run club, and it is a little binder, came this way, all sealed up tight, of these 5 individuals. Now it's interesting to note this came out, let me show you the back real quick, in 1993 by SSCA. And by 1993, there were already at least 14 members of the 500 Home Run Club. So why they chose just these 6, I do not know. Perhaps these 6, well, I know that these 6 were not the only ones to have stamps in the run I'm going to show you here. So it has Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, and Ernie Banks. And those are the stamps you see inside. Everyone is a 500 Home Run Club first day of issue, and it is postmarked official first day issue from the Caribbean island nation of Grenada, November 28, 1988. We'll see more about that soon. Each one had its own little stamp and its own little first day cover. I promise you, though, there are more players in that run for which there were stamps that could be had, and so I don't know why they only did those 6, but anyway. Today's trivia question. Here's the prize in the background. It's 5 postage stamp sized cards. These were Cracker Jack cards back in 92 and 3. So I have 4 from the 1993 Cracker Jack 1914 and 15 reprint of the Cracker Jack cards. I got you a Ty Cobb here. Eddie Collins. This was from 92. Donruss reprints. Paul Molitor. Back to the 1993 ones. I got Walter Johnson and Honus Wagner. So 5 pretty big names. Certainly the 1914 reprints are big names, but for those 5 cards, the Cracker Jack postage stamp size cards, answer me this question. Who was the first professional baseball player to be featured on a U.S. postage stamp that was issued? That is your question. Email me with the correct answer. I will include in a copy of my email in the description below, along with a repeat of the question. You have today and tomorrow to answer. And then on Sunday, we'll do the pick a wheel and pick the winner. All right? Name me the first professional baseball player to appear on a U.S. postage stamp. So, I can't remember how long ago it was, maybe a year, maybe 2, Baseball Card Collector. That's the guy's channel. I believe his first name is John, but his YouTube channel is Baseball Card Collector. I will include a link to the video I'm talking about below if I can find it. Otherwise, I'll just include a link to his channel. But I guess he's a collector of everything baseball like I am. I collect everything baseball. I concentrate on sets, obviously. I concentrate on Mike Schmidt, obviously. But I have random baseball stuff of all types in my you know, in my house, in my room, in my where I keep my stuff. There's things all over the place for every nature of every type of baseball collectible. And John over there at Baseball Card Collector decided one day that he wanted to start collecting stamps. I guess he fell into a stamp first day cover or something like that. I'm not sure what. So he decided he's going to start acquiring a collection of baseball themed stamps. And it's not a bad idea because they're not that expensive. You know, postage stamps, they make billions of them. They're made to be used, licked, stuck on the envelope, now peeled and stuck on the envelope, and mailed and stamped, canceled, and all kinds. They're a utilitarian thing. They're not a collectible per se, although people do collect them. They're made to be used. So they make billions of them. They don't hold value. Rarely do they hold a lot of value other than the very rare ones. And they look really cool. So what you have here is my stamp collection. I'm going to go through my baseball stamp collection. I'm going to try and collect full sheets. So this is the first baseball stamp ever issued by America. Like I said earlier, it is the 1939 Baseball Centennial stamp. It's a full sheet of them. What's the number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 5. So it's a 50 sheet set of stamps. 3-cent stamp back in 1939. As the first baseball stamp ever issued by the U.S. Postal Service. Next one I have got a really cool. I got the other one I showed off a second ago. 50 stamp sheet of the Professional Baseball Centennial. So I do have a lot of stamps, only because I've gotten some collections over the years. So then I got here Jackie Robinson stamp. It's a really cool. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. It's a nice portrait of Jackie Robinson. Then it's almost like a repeat of the slide at home with Yogi Berra blocking the plate, although the catcher's got some red paraphernalia, and clearly Yogi would not have any red on his uniform if he was blocking the plate. So, but I think that's what the image was meant to replicate. So I got the Jackie Robinson one. Have here your Babe Ruth stamp. This one came out in 1983. So there you have that. Classic Babe Ruth home run follow through. Looks like they've got like the little bat boy coming up behind them there to retrieve the bat after he drops it. But that's a classic image of Ruth with his swing follow through. Those are the only ones I have of the big sheets from the old days. They started changing the way stamps have been issued recently. I'm going to go through a couple like that. Now, I mentioned those Grenada stamps earlier with my Hall of Fame, the 500 Home Run Club stuff. I have here the entire run of stamps that Grenada made. I have them all. I have the whole kit and caboodle. We're going to go through them. Came out in 1988. Like I said, they made a whole bunch of stamps commemorating baseball players because, again, a lot of these are Caribbean island nations. There's your Babe Ruth one, so that's one, 500 home run players. A lot of these island nations make a lot of money selling cards or stamps, commemorative stamps to the American market. Here's your Ernie Banks and your Ted Williams, so that's 2 and 3. So far, there's 3 500 Home Run Club members. I promise you there will be more. All right, so here's one. Harmon Killebrew is a 500 Home Run Club member, but they didn't include him. All right. And again, this is all part of my stamp collection. There's the Reggie Jackson. It didn't include him. And again, that first day of cover thing was done back in 88. So maybe Reggie hadn't hit his 500th, but I thought he did it in 87. So, you know, they could have included him. All right, is there anybody on here who's a 500? I don't see anybody here who's a 500 Home Run Club member, but you got a nice Lou Gehrig stamp up there. Here's another one. By this time, Mel Ott had already been a 500 Home Run Club member, so had Frank Robinson up there. There's a couple more that could have made their their collection of, Hall of Famers or whatever, or 500 Home Run Club members. There's your Mickey. There's your Willie. These guys were included in the list. All right, nice Honus Wagner stamp down there. There's your Hank Aaron up there. He was included in that. Ty Cobb's cool stamp. Here's Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt hit his 500th home run, I know, in 87. So he should have been included in that little grouping there. I don't know why he wasn't. And then this one, why do I have two? Oh, I know I have two of these yellow ones. Let me show you the difference of the yellow. For whatever reason, Pete Rose wasn't included in one of these sheets. So there's two different sheets that exist, one with the Rose stamp, one without the Rose stamp. So those are the 1988 Grenada, Island Nation of Grenada baseball stamps. And you had Legends of Baseball from 2000. This is the U.S. Postage stamp made this thing. I think they did this because, the baseball card market was still booming, and they figured they'd sell a lot of... Oh, wait, no, it actually says All Century Team logo up there, so maybe that was part of the All Century Team. I don't know if there's others other than this. I'm going to have to look because this is the only one I have. But there was also, in 2000, Legendary Ball Fields issued by the U.S. Postal Service. You see it says USA 34 cents. This must have come out later because this one's only 33 and this one was 34. They probably have your favorite old ballpark in this image. I'll pause it there, let you take a look. All right. Then they have a interesting thing here. It's just 4 players. Major League Baseball All-Stars. Ted Williams, Larry Doby, Willie Stargell, and Joe DiMaggio. I'm not sure why these players are featured. They might have recently passed at that time. I mean, well, this came out, when did this come out? I think I saw it somewhere, 2011. Now, most of these players have been, dead a couple of years by 2011. So there is that one. And then the last one I have right now is the Yogi Berra stamps that just came out last year. So I got a sheet of those. And I know that there's a Lou Gehrig stamp. I know that there are probably some other commemorative stamp sheets I have, but I'm going to do my best to start collecting every baseball themed postage stamp that exists out there from the American market. Going to the foreign market, other than these commemorative ones like Grenada and whatnot, it's a little difficult, but I will do my best and I'll keep you informed. All right. So there you have it. A little showdown of some stamps. I'm starting to branch out and collect the stamps. We'll see where it goes from there. Hope you enjoyed that. Please consider subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Please consider supporting other members of the card community. I do my best to do the same. Hope you can. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all your time. Take care.